Have you ever stared into your dog's eyes and thought, "What are you thinking, buddy?" Or caught your cat staring blankly into the void like they just saw a ghost? Or maybe judged your entire life? We live side by side with dogs and cats, treating them like family. But how much do we really know about what's going on inside their heads? Turns out their minds are full of surprises. Some adorable, some downright mysterious, and all incredibly fascinating. Let's start with dogs. Dogs have been our companions for thousands of years. They were domesticated from wolves around 15,000 years ago. And during that time, they've evolved to understand us in ways no other animal can. Dogs can read human facial expressions, sense our emotions, and even understand up to 250 words or gestures. That's roughly the vocabulary of a 2-year-old child. Some, like border collies and poodles, are even smarter, learning hundreds of commands and tasks. But it's not just language. Emotionally, dogs are wired to love us. Studies show that when a dog sees their owner, their brain releases oxytocin, the same love hormone we release when hugging someone we care about. That wagging tail? It's not just a sign of happiness, it's the dog's brain lighting up in joy. In fact, functional MRI scans of dogs have revealed that they recognize their owner's scent as comforting and rewarding. So yes, when your dog greets you at the door like you've been gone for years, even if it was just 5 minutes, they're not faking it. They genuinely missed you. Dogs also dream. If you've seen your pup twitching or softly barking in their sleep, that's their brain replaying memories, often of things they experienced during the day. Chasing a ball, going for a walk, or maybe even a squirrel they couldn't catch. It's the same REM sleep pattern we have when we dream. That's right, dogs have inner lives. Their minds store memories, recognize routines, and feel deeply. They can suffer from anxiety, depression, and even PTSD. Now switch gears to cats. Those aloof, graceful, and often hilariously weird creatures. Unlike dogs, cats were domesticated around 9,000 years ago, not to serve us, but because they chose to hang around our grain stores and hunt rodents. They sort of hired themselves. And while we like to think of cats as loners, their minds tell a more nuanced story. Cats are highly intelligent, but their intelligence is more self-serving. While dogs aim to please, cats aim to survive, with style. Their brains are wired for hunting. Even your fluffy lap cat still thinks like a predator. That random 3 a.m. zoomie session across your hallway, it's the instinct to hunt, stalk, and pounce kicking in. Their brain is telling them to move, chase, and conquer, even if it's just a sock. Interestingly, cats do bond with humans, but on their terms. Recent studies show that cats recognize their owners' voices. They just choose to ignore them. It's not that they don't understand, it's just that cats aren't as motivated by human approval. But when a cat chooses to curl up on your lap or slow blink at you, that's feline for "I trust you." In the cat world, a slow blink is like a kiss. So yes, your cat loves you. They're just not going to beg for your attention the way a dog might. Emotionally, cats have a rich inner world too. They can get jealous, anxious, and even depressed. If you move their litter box, introduce a new pet, or go on vacation, some cats will act out or withdraw. That's not stubbornness, it's stress. Their brains are highly sensitive to environmental changes, and their behavior is a reflection of their emotional state. Another wild insight? Both dogs and cats have episodic memory. That means they remember specific events. Dogs remember where you left their favorite toy. Cats remember the one time the vacuum came too close. But while dogs often associate memories with people and actions, cats link them to location. And let's not forget the weird behaviors. Dogs circling before they sleep? That's an ancient instinct to trample down grass. Cats knocking things off tables? It's part curiosity, part play, and possibly a little chaos-loving mischief. Both animals exhibit behaviors passed down from ancestors, but now twisted into amusing, modern-day quirks. So what really goes on in their minds? Love, fear, excitement, confusion, memory, and sometimes mischief. They feel, they think, they dream, and perhaps most impressively, they adapt to us. They learn our schedules, our voices, even our moods. Ever had your cat sit on you when you were sad? Or your dog lay beside you after a long day? That's not a coincidence. That's empathy. In the end, dogs and cats may think differently, but they share something profound, a connection with humans that goes beyond survival. They're not just pets. They're companions with emotional depth and cognitive richness that science is only beginning to fully understand. Before you go, tell us in the comments, are you team dog or team cat? And what's the weirdest thing your pet has ever done? Hit like if you learned something new, subscribe for more animal brainy breakdowns, and don't forget to share this with your fellow pet lovers.